in the history of me being with your brother, did I ever have to worry about an ex walking through the door at a family gathering? And she said, hell no. I'm gonna need you to get in your spirit. I'll fight somebody over her. I mean it. I will absolutely fight someone over her. Who am I talking about? I'm so glad you asked. My ex's mother. But I would. Like, when I tell you, I'm down like 4 flats on a Cadillac with that woman, I would fight someone over her. And I'm bringing this up because a conversation came up, and it was asked of me, would you return to your ex, knowing the history that you have and the longevity that you had with him? Would you return to him? First of all, I was surprised at that question, because I really thought that people who really knew me knew my answer to that question. Let's be clear. There comes a time in your life where you have to make hard decisions, and you have to put a very, very definitive line in the sand explaining what you will and will not tolerate in your life. And at 53, well, this didn't happen at 53, but now at the age of 53, when I say that line becomes more and more bolder, I don't know what else to say except when you decide to truly love yourself more, there are certain things that you can no longer return to. There are certain things that you will no longer tolerate. There are certain things that will never, ever, ever happen again. And I am okay with that. I enjoy ensuring, like, you know what? That'll never happen again. Or I'm over that. Or, this is not how I expected my life to turn out. Now, let's be clear. In the beginning, did I see a future with my ex? Absolutely. That's why I stayed in the beginning. In the middle, I saw that fading. Now, mind you, if you don't know, we were together for almost 10 years. And when I saw it kind of waning, I still stayed. But why? Why did I stay? Now, by this point, to be honest, and I can say this, I literally just had a conversation with his mother on yesterday. And I told her that I stayed because I was in love with you all. Like, I genuinely was in love with his family. And I still am. I mean, I would be lying. It literally took me not 1, but 2 years to break up with his family. So in that almost 10-year relationship, 2 of those years, I had to slowly break up with his family because I really saw myself with them. I saw me being a part of the family. And if you talk to his mother and his sisters, if you talk to his family members, anybody in his family, they would tell you, not only did we see you as a part of our family, you still are a part of our family. But this is when I really had to show some distance when this happened. So we were no longer a couple, and it was obvious that he was seeing someone, and I was okay with that. Please believe me, I need you to go and be great. Please go and be great. So I was okay with him being in a relationship, but his family continued to call and ask if I was coming by for Sunday dinner. Do I want a plate? They'll make sure I have it. Am I coming by for family gatherings, including the annual Christmas Eve dinner. And when I had the conversation with his sister, when she called and asked, this is when I truly had to draw the line. And I had to really state it to her to get her to understand. I'm not saying no when you all are asking me because I want to be mean. But what I said to her was, in the history of me being with your brother, did I ever have to worry about an ex walking through the door at a family gathering? And she said, hell no. And I said, exactly. So I'm going to give that same energy, that same ability that was extended to me, that same knowing that was extended to me, that same assurance that was extended to me, I'm going to give it to her. So there's no way I would come to a family gathering that she almost definitely will be at and walk in and have all the attention turned to me. Because I know.
I mean, heck no lie, I break the party. I'm being facetious, but I'm not lying. Like, I know how to have fun. And I know how to have fun with them. Again, I was with them for almost 10 years.
So there's no way that I would walk in there and people wouldn't gravitate to me. One, because I hadn't seen him in a while. And two, when we get together, we have a good time. So I had to explain it to her. I wouldn't do that to his new lady because it was never done to me. So when I was with his mother over the weekend and I was explaining to her how difficult it was for me in those 2 years to slowly but surely break up with him, this was the reason why I could not continue to come to Sunday dinners or family gatherings or holiday events. I could not come because I did not want to send mixed signals to him, to his new lady, thinking that I wanted him back, and to the family, because it is, it happened even yesterday. It is obvious that they still think that there's an opening. There's a window for us to be together again. Because the conversation leads with, or ends up being, are you with someone? What's going on in your love life? And I am very careful, but very direct at how I answer those questions because, again,
I don't want to be misleading. I don't want to say, oh, but there's not a chance in hell that that's going to happen.
Because it's not. I am so not interested in reconnecting with my ex. I'm not. That ship has sailed. And people say, oh, never say never. Well, I'm saying never right now. I am. I have no desire to reconnect, to rekindle. And I don't know. I mean, he's probably still in his relationship, but what it makes me feel like is that either he's not in this relationship anymore and his family just won't say it to me, or it's not going well and they know it. I mean, they have been transparent and made it very clear that she's not liked. And I hate that for her. I hate that for him. I really, truly want him to be happy. I really do. Not with me. Let's get that clear. I don't want him to be happy with me, but I truly want him to be happy. So when I'm faced with these conversations lately, I have to become more direct in responding to the question, would you ever get back with your ex if the opportunity arose? And the answer is no. No. Now, will I continue to love on his family and be a part of some things? I don't know. I mean, I kind of go over on the weekends where sometimes I know he's out of town, so that there's no way that we will run into each other. Not me and him, but if his lady is in town. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that uncomfortableness to be on her part. Please believe me, it's not going to be on mine. I'm very comfortable in my skin and being around him and being around his family. I just want to extend the same courtesy to her that was extended to me all the years I was a part of the family. If you're in a situation where people are asking you or questioning you or encouraging you to get back with your ex, you probably need to start being very careful, but very direct at how you answer. Because if there's any room where they think that there's a chance, I think that that's why they continue to ask. They continue to pry. They continue to poke and see, like, wait a minute, is there? Why? Because they probably still love you and want you to be a part. I remember so many times his father would say, and his mother would say, "You're our daughter. I don't care. You are our daughter." And it felt good at the time, but I feel bad for any woman now trying to enter into his life, because the pick or the person has been chosen. And anyone that's not me, I feel sorry for her. And I know people say, "Oh, you don't marry the family, you marry the man, or you marry the woman." Nah, okay, if that's how you feel. But I have and had a great relationship with him. So I don't want to be in a relationship with a man where I don't have a good relationship with his family. I don't know how that can work if you live close. I don't know. I don't want to know. But I'm glad we had the conversation. I don't think that she's going to stop, inquiring, but I'm glad we had the conversation. So that's all I had to say. I just wanted to share how having these hard conversations with people that you love sometimes is necessary. It's essential to your wellness so that you can help them move on. Because I've moved on. I'm good. But I hope by having that conversation with her that I've helped her to move on. Have I? Maybe not. She's still going to ask because I'm her daughter. But I know where I am, and that's all that matters. This is Vita with Life Her Way. I hope this conversation helps someone. Y'all have a great one. Bye.